Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Kyler Murray and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis up in the booth for the first week of the 2022 NFL season. A great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season. Week one, these two getting together. Cowboys, Tampa Bay should be a lot of fun.
They thought that they could win it all last year, got to the playoffs, and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily into Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat Tampa in the playoffs and then won it all. Both these teams have excellent quarterbacks, top-notch coaching staffs, and big-time dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a seventh season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elliott, toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And Sanders now to return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. the middle. Here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Prescott on first down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone comes Rico Dowdle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Julio Jones here in Tennessee never really got going as he continued to battle injuries that followed him over from Atlanta. He believes he still has a couple of big seasons left in his career, and one more of those could see him climb into the top 10, even the top 5 all-time in receiving yards.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He completes it to Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run on first down with Jackson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Murray's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Prescott now. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Rams able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Falcons with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Brought down by Nate Gary. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Suckup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. Dowdle going to take this one out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A give to Elliott running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Julio Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Murray now. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10. A minute 56 to go. To throw, Prescott. He's got Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now Dak. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Dak. Finding Schultz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Down to Inigo's Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Partner, that'll do it. You know, these week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Tampa Bay, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.